Goodbye summer, hello fall. Our resident bon vivant is back with some smart fall entertaining tips from table decor to food and drinks. Sean knows it all. I mean, that should be your branding caption. Sean knows it all.
Sean's team of talented people that make you look good know it all.
No, stop.
It's true.
This looks amazing. I don't even know where we start. Let's basically start with the transition, right?
So we meet at the threshold of summer and fall.
Right.
And summer, for me, is light, little easy arrangements, tulips, Gerber daisies, snap peas, this little fuzzy leaf thing.
I love this.
The name I don't remember right now.
Elephant something?
Maybe it's elephant something.
I know.
And then light, seersucker in the south, it's summer.
Right.
You know, but this is done with.
Right.
Now we have fall coming in.
Now we turn team.
And I wanted to make fall a little bit bigger than summer, obviously, because it's the season that we're in.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to do. You know, all we're doing is changing the color of chair, changing the the color of the tablecloth, and then rather than just like a simple wine, I've done something special with the wine and then made an appetizer that makes, you know, people feel welcome. It's kind of nice and warm and inviting for the table.
I know. I think we determined, Jim, we were lying in bed last night watching TV and we were snuggled up. We didn't turn the heat on even though it was cold, and we just were both like, don't you just love fall? I mean, I love spring too, but there's something about just all the colors and just snuggling up, and football season helps. I don't know.
Football season, blankets, right where I am.
Yeah.
So the one thing that I wanted to stress to the people that are watching today, obviously, is that there are things that you can do. You don't have to do elaborate flowers and things like that.
This looks incredible.
So what I wanted to do is just, you know, here's a little wreath of grapevines that we can toss in here, and then we can decorate with a couple of gourds or pine cones from the garden to just sort of add a few found objects, and you just drop them right inside there, and then you've given another look to the table. You know, it just jazzes it up a little bit more. It's something that the kids can help. Now that Kate's getting involved in marketing, I think it's a clever idea.
Oh, I think our producer Michelle has the cutest photo. This morning I came downstairs to check on Kate, see if she was getting dressed. Not only was she dressed, she had set up a little cafe with books and with her crackers. But if you see that circle, that's one of Sean's beautiful, I won't say book. It's like your
coffee table book.
It's your coffee table book.
It's on the back of every toilet tank in Atlanta.
Anyway, I was like, Sean, I mean, look at the way, I said, how much are you charging for the book? She goes, Mom, that's for reading while people are eating. So she loves her Sean O'Keefe, as we all do. How am I doing?
You're doing great, but have a seat now, and I'll talk to you about what I've prepared as sort of my staple. Let me move you in there.
Thank you.
Staple fall sort of signature dishes. So for me, obviously, a glass of wine is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, this smells delicious.
So it's not really your typical wine, and it's not really your typical presentation for wine. So summer is sangria. Everybody loves sangria.
Yes.
It's tons of fresh apples and fresh fruits, a little bit of cognac, some sugar. This is actually stewed fruit sangria. So it's dried figs, apricots, cranberries, raisins, currants, honey from the garden, allowed to come to a simmer, and then it macerates for about 24 hours in the refrigerator. And then I've just topped it off with a little club soda. So that's sort of a sparkling new version of sangria for the fall. And you can taste the stewed fruit.
That's incredible.
And then if you're going to have like stewed fruit, and I always think of Morocco when I think of dried fruit. You know, that kind of really, you know, those open air markets with apricots and the figs, which are all inside the glass. So I decided to make a Moroccan spiced meatball.
Oh my goodness.
So this brings in chickpeas and tomato purees and, oh my God, there's everything from cinnamon to garlic to ginger, all inside the meatball. And it's a perfect little appetizer for when guests come over. You can make them ahead of schedule.
I love
They're light, they're easy. The sauce is really kind of clever. And the longer they sit, the better they are.
I think we had a viewer talk about not being able to see one of Carolyn's dishes. So I'm going to hold this up so you see just how delectable this looks.
The peanut gallery.
Does everyone appreciate that as much as I do? Well, you're not tasting it. I'll give you a bite, though.
And then if you look at the colors, you know, you've got the red inside the meatball sauce, you've got the crimson tablecloth, you've got a gold-footed urn. This is a voodoo rose, which has that beautiful sort of autumnal color about it. And during the cutaway to the segment, I was blowing my roses.
Yes, now talk to me about that.
And that's sort of a little trick. So when you have a rose that's not open fully, you can spin the rose, and that allows the petals to unfurl a bit. And then if they're still not as open as you'd want, you just give a couple of little blows on the rose, and then you can drop it back in the arrangement, and it just makes it look a little more full. And that is why they pay me the big bucks.
Exactly.
It's having tricks like that up your sleeve to make it work.
Now, a long time ago, someone once told me, tell me if this is true, I feel like it helps, but to actually peel the outside petal back to open it up
So
more.
there are protective petals on the outside of the rose. It's like our epidermis is a lot more tough and rough than the inside layers of skin. So too with the petals on any flower. So if you remove the outside 3 or 4 petals, the rose becomes a little bit more fragile. It's not bumping up against this rough exterior as it's trying to unfurl, and it opens nice. And then these, I love. These are PG hydrangea. They dry. You can do wreaths with them.
I always kill them too soon. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? They dry up, like when I have them in an arrangement, I feel like they die very quickly.
So I just, I cut the stem on an angle and then split the stem on the bottom, so there's a lot of air that can go up from the bottom. I don't put them in water.
You guys, he is dropping
I don't put them in water, and then they were allowed to sort of air dry naturally, and then they're beautiful, and they're in. I got these off of Tuxedo on my way in this morning. I just pulled them right out of this person's yard.
No, you did not.
They're everywhere in Georgia.
I wanted to do that too one day when I was taking. I was so scared that I'd be arrested and it wouldn't look good.
Well, these segments that we do, I mean, we have to do so many things to make them pretty.
Yes.
And flowers cost. So, I mean, this woman's got this great yard. Oh, I probably shouldn't be saying this, though, because she'll have her camera on me next time. Just off of, that's where it is.
Carolyn O'Neill, is that where the party is tonight, where Sean pulled some, it's going to be missing some key hydrangeas in the front.
But it's nice, and sunflowers, and, you know, even these little mums in different colors, they're cheap and cheerful. They don't always have to be very expensive flowers, but you can pop a little bit of color and a little bit of expensive flower in with some of the more pedestrian things and make it look very special. For example, these leaves here are from the backyard. They actually, you know the sticky balls that get stuck to all our dogs' underbellies?
Yes.
That's what these are.
Oh, these leaves
So these
right
are
there.
found from the garden. These I stole from someone's yard. The sunflowers I got off of a cemetery on the way. No, I didn't. Really, I didn't. But it's just, you have the opportunity to do it. Some gourds, a little bit of vine.
And this is what my display, everyone. What did you think? It looks... Wow. I still need to learn more from you, Sean.
Well, it's fun, and it's supposed to be light and easy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have something ready always in the fridge in the fall, so when a guest pop by, you can make them feel welcome.
You can just make them feel,
Just make them feel welcome.
This is fantastic. Can somebody get the recipe on your website?
I will send recipes to you when I get back home today on that cute little menu card for both the winter sangria and the Moroccan spiced Moroccan meatballs. To your health, darling.
Okay, love you. To your health.
Thank you.
Incredible. If you want to chat with Sean about design, culinary, lifestyle ideas, please go to his Facebook page at Sean O'Keefe Events. He is truly one of a kind, and I don't say that lightly. Coming up next, we're showing you simple ways to slow down the aging process. We don't need this.
I do.
No, okay.
Oh, I do.
I do desperately. All right, we'll be back. Cheers.
Cheers.
This was amazing. I mean,
it could have been hot.